Yo, what's going on, y'all? Oh man, it's your boy, one physical therapist assistant. Another day with the legends of America. Another wonderful day. Y'all hope y'all doing all right today. Hope everybody's nice and safe and happy. Going into the weekend feeling good. It's Friday. Oh, yo, I swear, y'all, I don't be trying. I swear I do not be trying. When y'all see me get in this car and talk about these stories, these experiences, I don't want y'all to think that I be like straight up asking these people to tell me this stuff. They just be sharing it. They just be letting it fly, okay? They just be letting it fly. Case in point. I walked into somebody's room today, and the first thing they said to me, before I could even introduce myself, I'm pissed off. That's the first thing they said to me. I'm pissed off. Well, why are you pissed off, sir? This place. I'm pissed off at this place. I want to get out of here. I'm getting worse by being here. This is how I meet someone. All the time. Happens all the time. I'll meet someone like this, and then the conversation will turn into a complete life story. Just from the beginning being, I hate this place, I'm pissed off, I'm mad at this doctor, mad at this nurse, mad at this CNA, and then it'll turn into your life story. That happens so often, more often than you think. That's what happened today, and I'm gonna share some good stuff with y'all today. Y'all gotta learn from this. I swear you gotta learn from this. I swear you do. You have to learn from this. I learned a lot from this. All right? So much. And guess what I'm gonna bring it all back to? Like I swear, yo, I'm gonna change the name of my YouTube channel from One PTA to Keep It Simple. Simplify your life. PTA says simplify your life. That's something like that. I don't know. Hey, y'all, walked into a lady's room today. She's watching HSN. Y'all better stay away from HSN, okay? Y'all better stay away from HSN, QVC, Shop HQ, Shop whatever. Those shows where people just be shopping. I swear, I chilled in somebody's room and I watched some of the stuff that they sell on this TV screen. And some of this stuff is right out of 5 and below. Some of this stuff is straight out of 5 and below, but they be selling it as if it's not. I watched 2 sales, right? While I'm in the room doing some exercises with a lady. I watched 2 sales. The first sale was storage bins, clear collapsible storage bins. And these storage bins had zippers on them and clear plastic that you can see what's in the storage bin. I think you can store them in your closet, maybe under your bed. I don't know. Collapsible storage bin. You put your purse, you put your shoes in the storage bin. You zip it up, put it where you need to, but it's clear so you can see the inside of it. I swear these storage bins look like they should have been in 5 and below. I swear they look like they should have been in 5 and below. But this HSN is selling them 5 for $50. Not only are they selling them 5 for $50, but this is the special birthday price. The special birthday price. Now, whose birthday is it? I asked the lady I'm working with, I was like, what does that mean? It says birthday price in red. They use the color red to get y'all. They use the color red to make you feel like it's some kind of why do you think they use red? They use red. Y'all be careful with the color red. I've learned a lot about the color red. They use it on restaurants because it makes you hungry. Red does something to your brain, okay? Think of Taco Bell, Burger King. I don't know about Taco Bell. McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Burger King. You notice the color red in their signs? It's a reason for that. Triggers something in your brain. But also, think about the term breaking news. You ever see breaking news on news stations? What do you notice about the term breaking news? It's always highlighted in red, okay? It does something to your brain. The same thing with special sales, special deals on merchandise on HSN and Shop HQ and QVC. You'll see last 5 available. Buy it now. It'll be in red. Well, today it was the birthday price. The special birthday price for 5 collapsible containers was $50. I think it's HSN's birthday. I don't know. I know it wasn't my patient's birthday. It's not my birthday. I was like, whose birthday is it? This is the birthday price. HSN's birthday. But anyway, that crap was out of Five and Below. So I watched that little sale, and then I watched another one. It was stepping stools. You know the little fold-up stepping stools that they go flat? Little cheap plastic stepping stools. They were selling them 2 for $23. Forget Five and Below. You probably can get these stepping stools in the Dollar Tree. Y'all be careful with QVC, HSN, Shop HQ. Be careful. I told my patient, I said, be careful watching this stuff, ma'am. She's like, yeah, I don't watch it. I just watch it because I like to see what's available, what's out there. I was like, yeah, that's how they get you. That's how they get you. Oh, man. Now, y'all had a lady from Florida. I was lied to you not. I've been to Florida a handful of times, okay? Mostly to hang out in Orlando, Disney World, and all that stuff. Florida's okay with me. I don't like the heat, but it's all right. But Florida is popular among the older adults. You know what my patient said about? She's from Florida. You know what she said about Florida? She said there's a nursing home on every corner in Florida. You know how they say like liquor stores in the hood? She was like, it's like nursing homes are in every corner in Florida. I said, what? She said, yeah. She said, this lady, man, she's very, very smart, in her 80s. And she said something that's very, very true. She said she didn't say everything is expensive. You know, even though everything's expensive now. She didn't say everything is expensive. She didn't say nothing's cheap anymore. She said nothing is cost effective. If I could sum up our economy and consumer goods and things like that, that's how I would sum it up. Absolutely nothing is cost effective anymore. Housing, services, products, nothing is nothing is cost effective anymore. That's how I would sum it up. And that's what she said about Florida. She said, this is crazy. Her HOA, I think she lives in I don't know if it's a gated community. It's a community that has the clubhouse and the swimming pool and all of that crap, right? She said her HOA fees were a little over $1,000 a quarter. So every 3 months, little over $1,000. She said within the past few years, it's gone up to $3,032 a quarter for HOA fees. Come on, man. Cost effective. America is not cost effective anymore. America's not cost effective. You got to find a way out. You got to find a way out. I'm finding my way out, bro. I'm finding my way out. It's not cost effective. Okay? It's not cost effective. But anyway, that's my little rant about that. So, let me talk about my guy that I met today for the first time. This is the reason I like working at different places, okay? Because shout out to my colleagues. They probably have heard this guy's story a million times. But me, this is new to me. So I like to learn and I like to share. Very, very good story. Very good story. It's a lot of good lessons in this story. Okay? Bear with me. Bear with me. Met a gentleman who, I told y'all I like to look at people's pictures on the wall. I like to look at their family members. I like to look at their travel pictures of their older selves, their former selves, wedding pictures of people's, grandkids. I love to look at them, and I'll ask a patient about them, and we'll go into that's a lot of times how I build a rapport, showing interest, showing genuine interest. I don't think a lot of therapists do that. I witnessed a few therapists recently who will listen to a patient, but also like to talk to the patient about their family and their babies and it's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, but I'm more of a listener and learner. I know this person has a lot more to share. I know they had a lot more, history, and I know they want to talk about their story. Feel what I'm saying? So I always let them talk. And boy, this gentleman could talk. So I was able to learn a lot about his past. Anybody remember Amoco? Amoco? I think it was AAMCO. Yeah, Amoco. They were a gas station back when I was living in Baltimore. I'm sure it was other places, but they or I guess an oil company or gas station. And he used to work for Amoco. Marketing rep, I believe. Marketing rep. Did really good. Really well financially. Really well financially. I know this because he showed me a few pictures on his wall. Okay, well, I don't know. You can't just judge. You can't judge somebody doing good financially just by seeing their possessions. You cannot. Okay, for all you know, you might be looking at hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. All right. But anyway, I noticed a few pictures on the wall. My man had a picture with 4 Corvettes. 4 Corvettes. He has one that I didn't get a picture of, but he let me take a picture of 3 of them. Okay. I asked him because I said I want to look up these Corvettes. They look pretty cool, and I do want to look them up to see what kind of Corvettes they are. He had one with a picture of a 66 Corvette. He was buying Corvettes back in the 60s. He said it was a 66 Corvette, nice little car. And he had his wife in that picture with that Corvette. He said that was his first one, that was his baby. And then he had a picture with 3 Corvettes in it. He had 3 Corvettes at one time. Needless to say, Amoco was probably doing good at the time. He was doing good as a marketing rep for Amoco. 3 Corvettes. He said one was a 78 Corvette. One was a pace car. He said the pace car, I'm not sure which one of these is the pace car. I don't know much about Corvettes other than they're popular and expensive. But he said the pace car Corvette is like a trophy. He said that's the trophy car. He said he probably shouldn't have bought it because he babied it. He never even wanted to drive it because it was like a trophy. You would always worry about it. You park it, you get dirt on it, you get road debris, scratch the paint probably. He said he never wanted to drive it because it was a trophy car. But he's glad he bought it. Now, this is a nice picture of 3 Corvettes, and he had all 3 of them at one time. Right? Now, let's move on to the next picture. The next picture is of a house. Remember I told y'all to make sure you take pictures of your home. I'm telling you, just trust me. Take pictures of your home. I don't care if you're in a condo, an apartment, a mobile home, a family home. I don't care what it is. Take pictures of your home from time to time. All right? Because it's a very, very good chance you're not going to be in that home forever. Very good chance. I'll put the chances in the 90% tile that you're not going to stay in that home forever. And you're going to look back and reminisce about that home. Take pictures of your home. But anyway, my man had a picture of a nice home on a beach in Delaware. And I'm going to put it up on the screen. It's a grainy picture, but I'm showing you this visual to give you an idea. All right? Nice home on a beach in Delaware. You see how close the water is to this home? I'm talking very close. He said there's nothing like sitting in your sunroom and looking out at the ocean. He said there's no other feeling like it. All right? This is a nice place. He said he bought this place. He didn't say when. I can't remember. I don't think he said when. He said he paid $75,000 for this home. $75,000 from this home. Needless to say, it's probably back in the 60s, 70s, I don't know. But he said that was how much he paid for the home. He said the lot that the home was built on was a little over $100,000. So, needless to say, he got a good deal on this home. He said that since then, the home has been sold and bought a few times. It's been completely renovated and redone. That's why I can show y'all this picture. He said the home today is probably worth over $3 million. I would argue more because it's in a popular beach town in Delaware called Bethany. I don't know if you know about Bethany Beach in Delaware. Very popular beach town. You have Rehoboth, you have Bethany, you have Dewey, and I think Ocean City. All of that is close by. But look at this, man. Right by the water. Probably could run to the water in a couple of seconds from the house. He said he had a nice sunroom him and his wife used to chill in. So he's reminiscing and telling me about all of these nice things he had. He probably throughout the whole conversation told me he lived a good life at least 25 times. Mind you, the gentleman is older, a little forgetful. So I think he was forgetting that he said this to me. Man, I lived a good life. I lived a good life. I'm telling you, I really lived a good life. Like, all I can say is I lived a good life. There's so many ways he was telling me he lived a good life. All right? So many ways he was telling me he lived a good life. Okay, so y'all can see, this is nice. This gentleman, he was doing good. Working for Amoco as a marketing rep. Doing really good. Now, I ask you a question. Anybody ever heard of Amoco? Ever heard of Amoco? I remember Amoco, but do you ever see any Amoco gas stations around? Do you ever see any Amoco car repair shops? Any around? I don't know. You tell me. The reason why I ask that is I can't remember seeing one around. I can't remember the last time I saw one, but I haven't seen one lately, right? Stay with me. Stay with me. Now, my man says that after some time of him flying high in his company, doing good, he said he was making sales and he was traveling, he was doing all these wonderful things. The company was flying high, doing great. And then he said the company, something happened. Didn't say the company got sold. However, I think another company started buying more of the gas stations, came in, and basically competition came in for Amco. You feel me? Competition came in for Amco, started taking a piece of the pie. I don't know how this worked out, but it ended up in him, as he put it, his quote, he fell off the top of the mountain. He said he was flying high at the top of the mountain. He was living good, living large. And then a shift happened with the company and he fell off the top of the mountain. Now, you know what I asked him? I said, what happened to your cars? He said he sold them all. He had to sell them. He said the home he had in that picture, the nice home, foreclosure. Didn't sell it, foreclosed on it. Okay? He told me the trophy car, the trophy Corvette he had, he said he wishes he would have invested that money. He said he wished he would have, put it in a CD, or he's old school, so he thinks about CDs. And nothing wrong with CDs. If you got any CDs, nothing wrong. I used to have CDs, never again, but I used to have CDs. Nothing wrong with CDs, but he says he wished he would have bought a CD or some CDs with the money he spent on that car. He said he didn't plan for any longevity. He said, and when he fell off the mountain, he fell off hard. He came down off the mountain. But needless to say, he doesn't regret, his purchases. He said he was living large, living high. He told me his quote was his lifestyle exceeded his income when the change happened in the company. His lifestyle exceeded his income. Why am I telling y'all this story, yo? Well, does your lifestyle exceed your income? The majority of us do. The majority of Americans' lifestyles exceed their income. Do you ever account for a change happening in your company, possibly being laid off, possibly your company getting bought out, competition coming for your company, I don't know, having to take a pay cut, things like that, a pandemic? Do you ever account for that in your lifestyle? He says he didn't. 3 Corvettes. My man was, I would say that's a pretty lavish lifestyle. I don't know many people with 3 Corvettes, do you? But he said he had to give it all up. He had to give it all up. And he says he didn't plan for longevity. He wishes if he could go back, he would have planned for longevity. He also says alcohol played a role in it. Alcohol played a serious role in all of this. But needless to say, he continues with the thought pattern that the mindset that he lived a good life. That's what he said. He said he lived a good life, He said he made some mistakes. But again, even though this person is, older, a little forgetful, he has no idea how much he's teaching me. No idea. He even wished me all the best and told me it was nice to talk to me. He didn't really talk to me. I just listened. But I was glad to listen. I was happy to listen to him talk. But again, valuable lessons, y'all. Valuable lessons. Key takeaways for me. Y'all know how I feel about cars. You already know. If you don't know how I feel about cars, you can look through some videos while I talk about cars. You know, but I know we love our cars. I get it. I get it. Living beyond your means, y'all should probably already know how I feel about that. Right? Did you know, I'm gonna give you a fun fact. Fun fact. Did you know that the federal government dictates the amount of livable space that a person needs in a nursing home? Do you know what that space is? I looked it up recently because all the time I've been doing this, I never know. I always complain about the lack of space, but do you know there is an absolute limit on the amount of livable space that can be in a room for a person when they get older in a nursing home, or a person in general in a nursing home? How big would you think that space is? How big? How much? How many feet? Well, you look at me. You say me walk to the car. I'm 6 feet tall. Okay, I am a 6 foot tall man. I think maybe a little over 6 foot, but let's just say 6 foot tall. All right. The amount of livable space that the government dictates for a person in a nursing home is 8 feet wide by 10 feet long. Now I'm 6 feet, 8 feet wide by 10 feet long. That's your livable space in a nursing home. That's all a facility need to give you. And when I tell you some of these facilities, that's all you get. Maybe not even that. That's all my man has. 8 feet by 10 feet. Now, keep in mind the 8 feet, that's the width. Keep in mind a bed has to go there. A bed has to go in that width of 8 feet, and the length is 10 feet. So the length of the bed has to go in the 10 feet. The width of the bed has to go in the 8 feet. We talking about a twin size bed, y'all. That's what we talking about here. Twin size hospital bed. That's all you need, or that's all they, account for, or the government says is can pass inspections, can pass whatever laws. How do y'all feel about that? 8 by 10. 8 by 10. You work all your life, you buy the big home, you buy the 3 Corvettes, you got the beachfront property. But as you get older, your needs and things that you have start to diminish. Stuff starts to dissipate. The Corvettes and the storage bins and off of HSN, all of that stuff is no longer here or needed, and you get 8 feet by 10 feet. Have I ever told y'all that it's a good idea to simplify your life? Have I ever told y'all that? Have you ever heard me say that? Have you ever heard me say it's a good idea to simplify your life as you get older? 8 feet by 10 feet. That's 2 feet taller than me. 10 feet. That's 4 feet taller than me. That's all I get. That's all I get for livable space when I'm older. In a nursing home if I need to be in one. Maybe it's a good idea to plan for longevity now. Any of y'all plan for longevity? He says he didn't. He says he wish he would have gotten some interest off his money instead of spending it on Corvettes. I said, yeah. I agree, sir. But, he's happy with the life he lived. He got to enjoy a lot of nice things. That's what he said. He showed me a picture of him and his wife in Hawaii. Looked like they had a good time. Needless to say, he was pissed off when I walked in the room. But after this, he was happy. He was in a good mood. He was good. He felt good sharing his story. He wished me the best, and I appreciated him for sharing. I'm sharing with y'all. So I hope y'all got something out of that story. I got a lot out of that story. A lot. Whew. But anyway, y'all, as always, man, y'all know me. I'm this dude that tells you to respect your elders. That's all. Always try to respect your elders. All right? Help people whenever you get a chance, y'all. Help people out. People need help right now. People really need help. We all need help. I hope I'm helping you with these stories, these lessons. I really do. And in the meantime, y'all be safe, be cool, man. And I will holler at y'all in the next video.